Hello, everybody.
We are live.
We're live. I think it says live.
Yeah,
right
it
there.
says live. PTV.
Okay.
You're watching PTV live.
Live.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Pepper Tree Villa. I'm Arnie.
And I'm Doug.
And I'm Ben.
And Ben's right there with us.
You'll see that we are in a different setting here, but that's because we are in the kitchen. We're going to be doing a little something different today.
Our channel does do a lot of cooking. So we're Disney. Talk about Disney. You saw us in the office, but we also want to show that everybody we're also in the kitchen. So we do a lot of different fun things. So we wanted to bring you into our kitchen, and we're going to make a very fun recipe. But this is about our 500 subscribers because we've been growing substantially.
Not subscribers. We refer to our people as
villagers. Yes.
Welcome to the village.
And
so far we have Todd, Kathleen, and Donna joining us. So
hey,
thank you for joining. Really appreciate you being here.
So
Ben is in his remote location. He is going to be acting as our moderator for questions and things, because I'm sure there will be questions that come up as we are through the process.
Yeah, it's easy for him to be barking at us while we're mixing and doing it. So this is a really quick, fast, and a special ingredient recipe that we wanted to share with everybody. But we're gonna make it. But this is about our giveaway. You want to show them what we're going to be giving away?
Oh yeah, I will.
So this is what we're going to be giving away after we make the rest of the cookies, and they're going to bake in 13 minutes. So we're going to whip this out.
Okay, we have our Disneyland magnet.
Yes.
We have.
What's Doug getting?
Oh,
he's getting
one more thing that I forgot.
He's getting a scoop.
Okay.
We have Mickey playing cards, and these are significant. These were purchased for the 50th anniversary of Disneyland and were used once while we waited overnight in California Adventure for the 50th anniversary.
Okay, before you keep going, we have several other people who have joined us. We have Noah.
Wow.
And let's see, did we say Donna was already here? Lindiana, Beauty and Health.
Oh, Maisha Jones. Hi. Thanks for joining.
Beauty and Health Information is here too. And so is Charlie, who says that he would love to be one of the village people. He wants to be the leather man, and Scott can be the police officer. Nice.
Does that not surprise me?
Oh, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Nice to have you, Charlie. Thank you. And everyone, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, Touring the Galaxy is here too.
Hey, the Pod Squad. The Pod Squad is in the house. Thank you so much for joining us.
Zippity Doodad has joined us as well.
Hi. Oh, Zippity Doodad. Okay, everyone, I want you to understand this. Zippity Doodad is one of our power channels.
Yeah.
So if you haven't yet subscribed to his channel or checked him out, please go and do that right now. We'd love to support him as well as have him support our channel.
Yeah, but come back and watch.
Yes.
Yeah, it's such a sweet family. He and his wife and little PJ is amazing.
PJ, get me a beer.
Yeah. So what else? People are going to be joining us. Just bark at us.
Linda's House of Chill. Linda, thank you so much for joining the stream today. Appreciate you being here.
Okay. What else do we have? Okay. So we just wanted to go over the swag.
The presents. So we've already gone through one magnet. We have another magnet here. That is the Space Mountain magnet. And we have kind of a pin also. It is Rockin' Space Mountain. This one is from 2007 when they did a special Rockin' edition of Space Mountain. And then the last piece is this glass mug, which was purchased at Arribas Brothers on Main Street, USA. And that is, if you can't tell, that is Pirate Mickey etched on the side of the glass. So we're going to be giving away this prize package toward the end of our video today.
Yeah.
In the meantime, what are we doing?
We're going to celebrate by making some of this recipe. As I could tell, you're going to see me talk about vintage recipes and cooking. It's a passion of ours. We consider ourselves foodies. And I created this chocolate chip recipe and to celebrate. So instead of making cupcakes or cakes, we wanted to make cookies and show it. So it's a little different part of our channel that we want to show you. So I'm going to whip this up really quick. So what we have here is a cup of butter. It has to be super soft. As you can say, it's really soft.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's kind of warm here today in Northern California.
Yeah.
We're in the East Bay of San Francisco, so it's pretty pretty darn warm here today.
Scoop it off.
Oh my
Scoop
gosh,
it
look
off.
at that.
Yeah, the butter is really soft.
I'll get
You
that.
could be my garbage person. So
We have a
yeah,
couple of people who have joined us. We've got Patrick and we have Kay. So
Hey.
welcome, guys.
Thank you for joining.
normally when we do our food channels, we're super organized, as in everything is all done up. But we want to interact with people, so we're not gonna. Normally, I do that. So I'm gonna put a third of a cup of white sugar. The great thing about this recipe, it actually doesn't have that much sugar compared to other chocolate chips. It's just a third of a cup of white and a third of a cup of brown. And pack it. I don't know if you guys can see me just pack it like crazy. And use the side of the bag. This is how I do it instead of making a huge mess. You'll notice that when I cook, I'm one of those that uses very little dishes and I don't want to clean everything. So we're going to mix this up really super quick. Ooh. And love creamy.
While Doug is
sugar
doing
and
that, Ben,
butter.
is there a chat check?
I'm understanding from Donna that it is currently 97 degrees in Florida, which is interesting to me because my brother and sister-in-law just arrived in Panama City for a week last night.
Oh, that's right. They're going to be in Florida for
Right.
Wow. Just creaming the butter and the sugars together. Those are what they call the wet ingredients.
Well, this is all one bowl. This is going to go super fast. So it's just light and fluffy just to get this going. And then
Todd says they're having hail and rain where he is.
Oh my goodness, Todd, you're in. I think it's in Pennsylvania. So, yeah, I've heard the storms can be pretty brutal there right now.
Speaking of chat checks, Jim just joined us. So welcome, Jim.
Hey,
More sunshine.
more sunshine, please.
Yay.
Thank you for being here.
So, and now we're going to show you the super ingredient. This is, it helps make it with not a lot of sugar, and it just gives that balance of flavor like you wouldn't believe. It's vanilla pudding, of all things. A packet, was it 3.4 box of vanilla pudding. So you just take this.
Doug did a lot of research to get this recipe just right for the celebration. And we wanted to make sure that we shared this with everyone too.
These cookies are really good. I've made them for a couple of events, and people are like, why does it taste so different? It's not your normal chocolate chip cookie. So
Texas Raider has joined us now too.
Oh, Texas Rider, thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate
we're
you being here.
mix some of the vanilla pudding into the butter. Isn't that cool? What a cool idea.
Hashtag check. We have secret ingredient here.
Oh, Donna Jaworski says hashtag secret
All you
ingredients.
do is put the
Donna.
vanilla in there. Now we're going to add 2 teaspoons, even more vanilla. So it's more vanilla-y. And then, can you do the eggs for me? Sure.
Oh, by the way, yeah, we do love Disney.
So this is a measuring spoon. We have all these special gadgets. This measuring spoon is actually 2 teaspoons in one. So we have all these special, but you could just use 1 teaspoon. And a half a teaspoon of salt. We don't use kosher salt in our baking. We use table salt. That's not iodized. Iodized. So yeah, just a half a teaspoon of just table salt. You don't have to get fancy when it comes to baking.
Okay, another hashtag check. Todd Hall says PTV is awesome.
Okay, so the vanilla and the salt, I'm just mixing it really quick. Just getting it going. And then you got the eggs.
Got the eggs here.
Oh, he doesn't want to show for the eggs are bad.
Yeah, I always do the eggs in a separate container to make sure that there are no streaks of blood or anything like that. That's happened before, and I've had to start all over.
And another thing, it's supposed to be good luck if you crack an egg and you actually see 2 yolks in it. I don't know if it's true, but that has happened. I'm like, okay, that's different.
But these are just single yolks. Twins here. Okay, so 1 egg at a time?
Yeah, 1 egg at a time.
Okay, while you guys are doing that, I'm going to go ahead and advertise myself. Jim just brought up the fact that he was watching one of my episodes of Life with Ben when he saw that we had gone live, so he switched over to us right now. So thank you, Jim, for joining us. And for those of you who have not caught any episodes of Life with Ben, that is my supposed weekly television show here on PTV. So you can check them out. I've already posted 2 episodes. I'm in the middle of posting a 3rd one, but that will happen probably on Tuesday. But we're doing some filming right now. How are your eggs coming?
Eggs are, both of them are 1 at a time. So now we're just going to do dry ingredients. Into the world of baking. Let me just get this but
Yeah.
we measure, but we mostly always weigh all of our baking ingredients. So with the flour, same bowl, we're going to measure out the flour, weigh out the flour. So it's going to be ounces.
So we're doing. Oh, it's a little out of. Hold on.
Okay.
That's a little too heavy for it. Let's do this.
Let's do that.
There. Now we go.
Okay.
So it's 2.5 cups, or sorry, 2 1/4 cups of flour. But in this case, it's 11 1/4 ounces of flour. So you get a very good exact measurement this way.
Flour can be fussy. You don't want to do too much because it makes everything super hard.
So you put the actual bowl on the scale, zero it out.
With ingredients in it, and then we zero it out, and that's why we can get an exact amount. So we need 11 1/4 ounces. So we're at 8.5. And then just do this, and this way I don't have to dirty up a lot of dishes. You just weigh everything going. So
less than an ounce away.
There we go, 11.2.
There it is.
So
Perfect.
there we go.
By the way, 21090 Brewing has just joined us, and he wants to know what you're making.
Hey guys, thank you so much.
Celebrating.
Doug and I are celebrating with Ben. 500 villagers that have joined the village, and we're baking chocolate chip cookies today. This is a recipe that Doug wrote.
And celebration, instead of making cupcakes or cakes, we're going to actually make cookies to celebrate. Because you celebrate, you have to have sweet, fun things. So a teaspoon of baking soda.
Blood X has joined the stream. Blood X, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. If you don't know, Blood X has a wonderful networking site out there. So does Linda's House of Chill. They're both great networking sites. So if you haven't picked them up, go out there and subscribe to those channels, and they'll really help you with gaining an audience with your YouTube channel.
Okay, now that I just incorporated the flour, I'm not over beating it. You can see this is only on speed 1. I don't want to beat it in because I got to put in the chocolate chips. Cleaning everything off the beater. Okay, so now we're going to move this over here. You want to put our chocolate in there?
Yes, I will. We're going to do dark chocolate in these chips. You can use any one. You can use anything from milk to extra dark. These happen to be dark by Guitard.
Or you can use Ghirardelli, which is from San Francisco.
Yeah, we usually use Ghirardelli chips, but I wanted to use some of these dark chocolate chips for this cake.
But don't don't over mix your dough on anything.
And in this case, we're going to put in 2 cups of chocolate chips.
Look how light and fluffy that is. 2 cups.
1.
We're big on measuring and weighing everything, even in cooking.
And that's 2, and just a few left in the bag.
Wow,
So yeah,
2 cups.
2 cups in the bag.
I did just to give you a side why I kind of like pressed the chocolate chips. In 2004, California Adventure was doing their food and wine. And they had a special event where you can cook inside Napa Rose, which is in the Grand California. And there was a special class. It was a very small group. It was a splurge. It was very expensive-ish. But you get to make a 3-course meal. Well, you get to really know Andrew Sutton, who is the executive chef of all of Disneyland Resort. And I know him personally because we go to that restaurant whenever we can to celebrate. And he was chuckling and he goes, "Oh, so what kind of stuff do you like to bake or what stuff do you like to cook?" And I'm like, "I'm more of a baker. I like to bake things." And he goes, "Ugh, you're one of them where you have to measure everything out exactly. I'm a cook. I just slop everything in." He was so funny. He was capping on me so much. And then, a little bit later, I came back to eat at Napa Rose, and he totally knew us. So he does all the food and the menus for Royal 21, that fancy restaurant, Carthay Circle, and Club 33. So, amazing guy. And some of the people who work at Disneyland, the food is amazing. So, that was my tease of being a baker, because I'm a measurement person exact.
Okay, while you're continuing to mix that, I'm going to go ahead and do a check here.
Okay.
We've got Noah telling us that we should be making Jack Jack Num Num cookies.
Okay, these are
essentially Jack Jack Num Num.
not as big, but these are, we can fake it. Yes, now they're Jack Jack Yum Yum, but just a little smaller.
Jack Jack Num Num.
Nope.
Yeah.
These are chocolate chip cookies. That's right. He was fed chocolate chip cookies by his father to shut him up. Or
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was not.
to help keep him quiet.
Yeah, keep him quiet. He fed him chocolate chip cookies. That's what it was.
And then 21090 is asking if we have been to Galaxy's Edge yet. And I can take that. I can take that answer.
Okay.
And that is an emphatic no. Galaxy's Edge opened yesterday. We live in Northern California. We're about 6 hours north of Disneyland if you don't hit any traffic at all. So the next time we're going to be in Southern California is 2 weeks from today, but we're not going to be going to Disneyland. We'll be going to Disneyland or downtown Disney, just so we can check out some of the shops there and just kind of get the Disney vibe. But we're going to avoid Disneyland for a while until the edge of Galaxy's Edge is kind of done. So maybe a few months, and then we might decide to go on down.
Yeah, I've been only following just the tiny end, avoiding a lot of it. But the Orange County Register had a little interesting article about how the backup on the freeway, they had all the opening days swag for Star Wars Land was in the Carousel of Progress building, which is Innoventions, Disneyland and Tomorrowland. And there was a 3-hour wait to buy merchandise. So they put everybody on that side of the park. So I'm measuring in a scooper duper, I call them my ice cream scoop, but there's different sizes. So this is how big. It's probably a little over a tablespoon and a half. This is any size you want.
We're going to put about 8-9 cookies on this sheet and then throw it in the oven for 13 minutes.
13 minutes.
And we'll see what we get.
So what we usually do is in the kitchen, we divide and conquer. I'll make all the ingredients. And let he portions them out. And it's like a production line.
I usually scoop. But in this case, Doug is going to go ahead and scoop.
I'm scooping. And then we're just going to do, since we like everything perfect, if we just kind of compact them into a nice little ball. And put them in little pops. So they're like see how they're only, I'm just patting it a little bit down here.
Okay, guys, while you're continuing to do that, I've got a couple things here to share. First of all, Juan has joined us. So hi, Juan. Good to see you here. And he actually said that he'd love to run into us at Downtown Disney. So we'll give you specs. If you want to private message us, we'll let you know when we're going to be there so you can come and join us.
We will put on
that'd be great.
Out.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. We'll put it out as when we're going to be, and then you can follow us and say, okay, meet us by this one pole or fountain or something. And anybody can meet up at the same time. We'll be there at a specific time.
We also have another viewer by the name of Nebol. So welcome.
So
sorry, who was that? Oh, Nabel. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you being here. Nabel has some great videos about Saint-Tropez. Really beautiful place. So
where's Saint-Tropez?
It is the French Riviera.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, the videos I was watching last night, beautiful, just beautiful.
So little pucks, just kind of pat them down. Nice uniformity. Everything's better in the world with uniformity.
Just like
we're gonna cook,
just like Pringles chips.
Usually you could put another 3 more, so a dozen on this because they will spread a little bit. So we're gonna bake these in the 350 oven for 13 minutes.
Oh, I see that there's a question from Charlie. It says, is this a bad time for us to come over? That looks delicious. Charlie, you are more than welcome to come over to the villa anytime. You do not need an invitation. The door is always open.
I'm a clean freak. I always have to have napkins and stuff. So,
by the way, I got a question from Zippity Doodad about my YouTube channel, and I gotta say, I do not have my own channel. I'm a producer for PTV. So anytime you see any videos that I've done, it will be related to Pepper Tree Villa. So there's that.
He's just kind of playing along with us, just kind of, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have multiple people to do it. So it's hard to have everybody have their one, and it's like, why don't you just have a little sub channel or a little sub thing with a bigger one, and we'll worry about the monetization if we ever get there. When, and everybody can do it once YouTube does everything. So
I just saw a comment from Noah on the stream here. It says temperature increased to 975 degrees.
what movie is that from?
That's from the Carousel of Progress, the last scene.
Oh yeah, no, we
And
don't
the turkey,
have that.
the turkey burns.
The turkey burns. So yeah, we're at 12 minutes now. We're cooking.
Oh, Bloodex is going to be here in 10 minutes. He's getting on his magic carpet.
These cookies are amazing. So there are Jack cookies. So we're gonna call them Jack vanilla pudding chocolate chip cookies. The recipe's here, so we will be giving this out.
We
Nothing
will, yeah.
special.
As a matter of fact,
Jack
we are-
num num vanilla.
we are building our website right now, peppertreevilla.com. It's not ready yet, but when it is, all of our recipes we do for any instant pot cooking, for baking, anything food related, the recipes will be posted on our website at peppertreevilla.com. In the meantime, if you'd like a copy of this recipe, send me an email to peppertreevilla@gmail.com, and I will do my best to get a PDF of the recipe to you as soon as possible.
Yeah, this is all ready to be done. We'll send that out. So since we have still 12 minutes, and we can go through 12 minutes really fast, we want to take all your questions, but we also like finding, when we go to Disneyland, I call it the kitchenware store or the marketplace, because Disney makes amazing swag to put in your kitchen. These are little holders. So
Okay.
we got these.
Let me tell a little story here.
I love all the stuff in the kitchen.
In the 90s, there was one time that I went to, no, it was actually in 2002. I went with Doug and I went to Walt Disney World, to downtown Disney, and we were in the marketplace.
Yeah.
And we went into the Christmas shop that was there.
Oh yes, your Christmas story.
And as Christmas comes, you'll see the villa transform into a Christmas forest. But in order for that to happen, we have so many ornaments, and a lot of them come from Disney, Disney parks, Disney store, and just from various sources. Hallmark, we get ornaments as well. In that time, that one visit, I went in, almost started to hyperventilate, had to leave the store, and I was rocking back and forth on a retaining wall. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? There's so much I want to buy.
This is 2002. It was about a year or two before all of Disney merchandise got homogenized, meaning whatever was in Florida was in California. They just changed Walt Disney World to the
So
Disneyland logo.
there was so much difference that I had not seen before at Disneyland. It was in Florida, so it was great.
They stopped that, like I said, in 2003, 2004. So
Yeah.
it was like the last year they actually had cool merchandise.
But in that time, I wanted to tell you that story because that's the kind of experience that Doug and I have going into a kitchenware store as well. We'll go in, and when we start seeing things like this, we start to get the shakes. We look at each other and saying, what are we going to do? What are we going to buy?
I haven't unpackaged this one. I have one already done. The Disney store, of all places, has snack bowls, a little assortment of Mickey head snack bowls. How cool is that?
Yeah, so
I mean, I love the mouse pads. So we got this for our kitchen. And then this is specific to Disneyland, is a trivet, a silicone trivet. It has all the icons of it.
if you look closely at it, you'll see Sleeping Beauty Castle. Let me see that. Yeah, there it is. Sleeping Beauty Castle right there by my pinky. And then you've got other icons of Disneyland itself, right down to Small World Clock as well. And then the dragon at the bottom, which is Maleficent from Fantasmic. And then
Disney loves synergy. They love working with other corporations. And anybody who knows who's a big cook or foodie, there's Le Creuset. It's an enameled cast iron cookware, French, and they're amazing. For Mickey's 90th anniversary, they made a pot, a cast iron kitchenware that had mouse heads all around the lid on one side and the mouse heads on the edge. But they also had these other baking ramekins, but they made also a silicone trivet, and it also says Le Creuset on that right there. So it's like, I have to get this because anybody who's a cook, because if you put it down on here and it doesn't move. So when you have something baking or when you put something baking or you want nothing to slide, because we have granite. That was the one thing when we got this house is this kitchen was one of the most important things. We had really nasty white tile.
yeah,
It was
actually,
really gross.
there's nothing wrong with tile. but when it's not what you want, you kind of grimace every time you go and use it. To us, it looked like a veterinary clinic, so we had to swap it out as soon as we could.
And we got it.
It took a while, but we got it.
And then in the first year, Disney California Adventure did Food and Wine. They're playing on the coattails of Epcot, and they brought it to California, and it's called California Food and Wine. Well, at the very first year they did it, they only did it on the weekends because they didn't know how popular it'd be. Well, I use this every single day, and I've been using it for every single day for the past almost 11 years. And it's called Disney's California Food and Wine Weekends. And it's embedded, and this is my pepper mill. So every time I pull this thing out, it looks like a wine bottle. I look at it, and it puts a smile on my face.
The first time they did the Food and Wine Festival at Disney California Adventure, it was to draw as many people into the park as they could. But they only did it on weekends for some reason.
I think they wanted to gauge to see the popularity. I didn't think they wanted to go all out.
So, like Epcot, it turned out to be a phenomenal success.
Huge success.
And then it went away for a little while they were building Cars Land and remodeling Sunshine Plaza into what is now Buena Vista Street. Once that was all done and ready to go, they reintroduced the Food and Wine Festival, and now it goes on for weeks in the spring. And I must say, it's one of the best times to visit that park.
And they bring the Christmas time.
The food selection is amazing. They do the same thing at the Christmas holidays. They do what's it called? Festival of the Holidays.
And they take in California. They take it's kind of more like what they do in Epcot. They take the different cultures, and they have their booths for the different cultures. But for the California Food and Wine Festival at California Adventure, instead of each land having their food, they take regions of California. So they'll take the fruit from Central Valley. They'll have stuffed nuts, so it's really popular in California. Anything that's California wine, beer.
Yeah,
it's huge.
It's a great festival.
I like how they make it cater to the food to California because we make California cuisine.
Now,
in 2005.
In 2005, Disneyland
Best merchandise ever.
Yeah, they did a great job of merchandising the 50th anniversary. And they had these set of plates that we actually bought, and we use them all the time. It's just an opportunity to show you some of the Disney stuff that we have for our kitchen.
And foodware, cookware. This I call my fine china.
This is actually like a diner plate, but it says Disneyland. So
and those are the colors, and they made the whole set. And
the whole set's like
set of 12 or something.
And then
we were walking around with huge boxes. People thought we were crazy.
They did the same thing for the 60th anniversary, but instead of that diner look, they went a little more fancy, including a silver edge, kind of to represent diamonds and things. They did their diamond celebration, so the plates look like that. And we have a set of these as well.
So we have 5 minutes. We want to talk to you. We don't want to just show off all of our beautiful kitchen swag, but we do incorporate all our stuff when we're cooking. Let's do a chat check. Let's see.
Chat check. Jack Sandy Claus Logan hit 500 subscribers today, so congratulations.
Ooh, congratulations. That's great.
You're wonderful.
You're doing a great job. Congratulations.
It's addictive to grow. I mean, finding out it's not
and Charlie has been out and about in his neighborhood delivering pride flags to his neighbors in Sacramento, commemorating Pride Month.
Hey, it's June 1st. You're going to hear a lot about it, and that's
I'm sure you will.
That's an amazing time. Good for you, Charlie.
What else is happening?
Well, we've had a lot of people saying, hey, make sure you subscribe and slap the bell and blah, blah, blah for our channel. So thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And Noah had to go get dinner, so he said he'd be back.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks, Noah.
So, yeah, we're 4 minutes. Counting down.
Oh, yeah. Looking there, it says Zippity Doodad put the link in there for Instagram. So thanks, Patrick. Appreciate it. We're also on Twitter and on Facebook, all at Pepper Tree Villa.
Yeah.
And you'll see us. I try to post pictures on our Instagram at least 4 or 5 times a week. So
we make him to do it. I'll do all the arts. It's called divide and conquer. People who do the channels on their own and do everything, kudos to you.
Yeah,
I have so much
off to you.
Respect. We can, at least we have both of us. It is so much easier when you can kind of divide a lot of things up. But I know a lot of individuals are super good at what they do, and they do everything. And I'm like,
And Ben having him there also to help create content. And he's also very supportive as well when we're doing our live streams and in behind the scenes as well. It's very helpful to have a group of people doing the channel rather than just one person. I just can't imagine the burden of just trying to get a channel to grow the way it's growing and doing it all by yourself. It's just so much work. It's a lot of hard work.
As your cooking demonstration goes today, you should be glad that I'm not there because you know me in the kitchen.
Oh yeah. You know, we've actually contemplated doing a show involving Doug and Ben, where Doug would show Ben how to cook things in the kitchen, and we would call the show The Surly Chef. But
he would just drive me nuts because you do everything wrong. You would just like, my hair would literally come out in clumps. It's already getting thin. But you'd be like, no, that's not right. Don't stop. This way. No. You drive me literally crazy.
That's true.
2 minutes.
This is just the first baking demo. We are going to be doing other things. Now, if there is any specific recipe or something you'd like to see us bake that we could see being able to share with everyone, I'd say, yeah, let's try it. You know, nothing like a croquembouche or anything like that, but you know,
we could do it. But
to explain a croquembouche, it is taking a lot of tiny cream puffs and building them up so it looks like a little pyramid. We can do that. It's just not something that everyone else is going to bake. So we want to try and make food that is reachable and for everyone, that anyone can just pick up whatever it is from the kitchen and make that recipe. We want it to be easy food. In fact, some of our recipes, we want to make them so easy that they can be done on a weeknight very easily.
Yeah, I make that very specifically. So when he comes home from work, he could just kind of chill. I would already have everything planned where I could just pound it out. And then we like to make stuff that's multi-course. It takes multiple days to cook. And we smoke. We have a Traeger. So I would be doing stuff on the Traeger, which is a smoker. So ribs, brisket, yummy stuff like that.
Oh, chat check. Recipe Boxes says join the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you being here.
And Todd wants to know if Doug has a spray bottle to spray at me when I do things wrong.
Oh, God, that could be arranged.
Okay, did you guys see?
That's a great idea.
Okay, good. It's baking. Done.
Let's see. Also, Jim at More and Sunshine, please. Pepper Tree, did you receive my email? Yes. Yes, we did get the email. Thank you so much.
See, they look like Jack Num Num. See? Just coming out of the oven. Wow.
Well,
it slid.
That's what happens with live television.
But it's okay.
Are they still there on the counter?
No, they just slid right off.
Yeah, they're still on the counter.
I didn't have it on, so.
Okay.
You're fine.
It's live. You won't see that on Food Network.
But they're going to be eating my meat. There we go.
But they have to cool off a bit.
They have to cool. I'm going to be sliding that off, but if I held it, you can do that, so. Yeah. So we have beautiful. It's probably overdone, the blown out, but.
Okay, now.
So they look delicious.
While we have these cookies baked, we still have dough that's left. But what we're going to do is we're going to roll them out, just like we had the pucks earlier. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put them on a tray and put them in the freezer. Once they've frozen hard enough, we'll then put them in a plastic bag and Ziploc that very well so that anytime we get a craving for a chocolate chip cookie, all we have to do is go into the freezer, pull out a few of the pucks that are ready and formed, put them on a baking dish, and we're ready to go.
I thought you were going to say you were going to save them for the 1,000 villagers giveaway.
Oh, we'll figure out what we're going to do with that.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, that's going to be. So we wanted to make these and try them and freeze them. So now we're going to put them on a cooling rack. And this is parchment. And, we use all the fancy stuff.
Looks like Sherry's laughing. And Donna Jaworski says, hashtag cookie save.
Yeah.
Thanks, Donna. Appreciate that.
Hashtag check.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna let these cool, but for the meantime, since you guys put us all with us and we got to share some, and we want everybody to enjoy their Saturday afternoon and evening. Why don't we do the actual drawing?
Well, wait a minute, not yet.
Not yet?
No, we're gonna wait for the cookies to cool. We actually have some more things here in the stream that are happening. How to make up your own mind. Thank you for joining the stream. And they said, hello, Pepper Tree. This looks awesome.
They're fast.
OMG, look at those cookies. Yeah. For those of you that are just joining the stream, we will be getting the recipe out to you. So what you do is just send me an email at peppertreevilla@gmail.com, and I will send out that recipe to you within the next 2 days. We'll get a nice PDF sent to you so you can have this recipe as well. Just remember that secret ingredient is Jell-O vanilla pudding.
Oh, come on.
Instant pudding.
Okay, we've got a couple more people who have joined us. We've got the Shep family.
Hey,
So, welcome.
Thank you for joining.
And Kel Williamson has also joined us.
Hello. Oh, hello, Kel Williams.
You missed-
Thank you.
Making us celebrating by making cookies.
Oh, and Pauline Newman is here too.
Oh, Pauline, thank you for joining. Appreciate you being here. So nice. And don't forget to hit that like button on the video. That would really help us.
But yeah, chocolate chip cookies. I need to really control that.
Here they go sliding again.
These
Let me show them again.
using Jell-O pudding.
So usually we do cookies a little smaller, but these are just so good that we like to have a nice big cookie. But we have to wait.
Nestle size.
We have to wait for them to cool. They're about the size of, for those of you here in America, they're about the size of Chips Ahoy.
Yeah.
So
They're more soft, and if you like hard and crunchy cookies, these are not it.
these are
These are more soft and
they're almost cakey.
yeah, they're like a cake. That I like cookies that are more softer. I don't like cookies that really crumble and turn into dust. And we bake everything the way the Europeans bake, not with a lot of sugar, because you don't need to have everything so cloyingly sweet. So we make everything where it's like, oh, your stuff is not real sweet.
Yeah,
You're kidding.
it's true.
So
Sometimes things are a little too sweet. So with these cookies now, are there any others? Yeah, someone said chewy. Yes,
Chewy,
they're
yeah.
chewy, cakey, chewy.
We'll bend 1.5 here. Right now, the chocolate's a little molten. So
Yeah, we kind of burn ourselves if we eat them right now.
oh yeah.
So
I
they
know
have-
people
they have
like
to
warm
cool.
cookies, but this is a little too warm.
Oh, hashtag East Coast reps get free samples. So that's another hashtag there.
Well, let me guess, Todd.
That's Todd.
And he also wants marmalade.
Oh,
That's our orange tree outside.
yeah.
so-
The marmalade is coming this year. We're going to do our best to have a recipe ready to go so that we'll have jam ready for the fall.
Yep.
And the Lucky Minute has just joined us as well.
Amanda, thank you for being here.
Thank
It's so
you.
sweet of you. Thank you for joining us. Okay.
Okay.
Are there any other questions out there? Do you have anything food related? Any questions regarding baking or what you should do about food prep or anything? We'll do our best to answer that question for you.
Mm-hmm. We're trying to wait.
Well-
but we're gonna do the drawing in a few minutes.
When you freeze them, how long do you cook them?
Oh, that's a good idea. What you do is when you freeze them, you can actually pull them out and cook them right away. I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend taking them out, waiting them to come to almost room temperature, and then you can bake them for 13 minutes in a pre-warmed oven.
Yeah, just it'll cook longer if you literally put a hunk of frozen dough in there. They'll just take super long, and you can end up burning it on the bottom. So I would get it more down to room temperature. They might be still cool. And you just fluctuate between, you have to really know your oven, super know your oven to know, oh, I need to go 2 more minutes or 1 more minute.
But we have another baking sheet here, and what we're going to do is take the cookie dough and line them up just until the dough is finished. And then once it's like this, we're going to put this in the freezer. And then once the dough has come to a nice solid hard freeze, we'll take them out. Can you hold that? We'll take them off the sheet and just put them in a Ziploc bag like this. And then they'll be ready for baking, so we can enjoy them anytime that we are getting a chocolate chip cookie craving.
Yeah, 'cause these make about, what did they take about 3 dozen?
It takes
4 dozen?
between 3 to 4 dozen with this recipe.
And I mean, I like baked goods. I want to eat something. I want to, as like after dinner, just one cookie for a palate cleanser. Yes, I'm one of those that could take 1 chip out of the bag and not eat anymore.
Okay, we have another question, and that is from How to Make Up Your Own Mind. They'd like to know if they can add lemon oil to the recipe because they like to have a hint of lemon.
We could do that.
You can do that. I would actually do a lemon extract rather than oil.
Because it would be really powerful.
It would be very powerful. The extract would probably be better. Also, that lemon oil might add a little bit too much fat to the cookie. It's already got enough fat in it with the butter that we put in there.
Lemon oil is fat?
Yeah, there's an oil. Yeah, if that oil is there, what you can do is also maybe pull back maybe just a tablespoon of the butter and do the lemon oil instead.
Well, if you put the lemon oil, it's a high concentration. You're putting only 2 dots, so it's not really a fat like a olive oil. So, but what you're going to do is you're going to lose the vanilla. So you're going to just blow that out. So I would suggest if you do, just basically just put the vanilla pudding in it, or use a lemon pudding.
You could use a lemon pudding instead.
Yeah, put the lemon pudding in and a little bit more, so it will be a lemony with chocolate chips. So essentially be a cakey chocolate chip that you put lemon pudding mix. I think they make that off the chat.
Okay. Todd is asking what the preferred milk would be for the chocolate chip cookies you produced, chocolate milk or white milk?
I think that's a personal preference.
Yeah.
For me, I would do a white milk simply because I think the chocolate milk should be enjoyed all by itself, ice cold.
Yeah. Now we're going to have a choice of blue milk or green milk. Ha ha ha, Star Wars, I know.
It is warm. I'm so sorry about that. It's very warm here in the kitchen.
He's sweating like some kind of farm animal. So I'm noticing like you are super sweaty here.
So apologies on that.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but you are getting progressively wet.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's really burning up. So
everything's moist.
Everything is very moist here. We have the oven off, but yeah, it's starting to get a little warm on it. So
when the temperature outside is over 80 degrees, and then you got the oven on as well, it makes for a very warm kitchen. Then we add lights to the kitchen for the broadcast, and it gets a little warm.
Yeah, and the great thing about California, and when it does get warm, we don't have humidity. It doesn't get humid at all. So
yeah, the humidity is rather
low. I mean, it's not desert low, but it's manageable because we're so close to the Pacific Ocean and the Delta region. So there's water around us, but we don't get a lot of humidity. So when it's hot, we don't get the sticky hot. The people who choose to live in Florida, I bow to you. Great. But I've been to Florida when it's stifling humid, and I actually got heat exhaustion at Epcot once in 2012.
Yeah, that was the day Doug had to sit down in the electric rainbow in Future World, and we sat there for the electric umbrella. Yeah, the electric umbrella. So we sat there for about 45 minutes, then suddenly a thunderstorm formed directly over Epcot. It didn't move. All of a sudden, there was lightning and thunder. It was shaking the buildings. People were screaming and running for cover.
I was laughing the whole time.
But that thunder shook the building.
Yeah.
And the lightning actually struck the ground off just outside the property of Epcot. So it was kind of a thrilling moment at that time. And the rain started to pour. You got to understand, we're California boys here. We do not get rain like that here in California.
No.
Okay, a couple of things, a couple of more hashtag checks. Todd sends us a hashtag of moist, and Donna sends us moist and melting.
Moist and melting.
Moist and melting, yes, definitely.
And just to remind you that you did have the oven at 975 degrees.
975 degrees.
Nice.
And Cargo has joined us.
Cargo, thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Really, it's very nice to have you here. Thank you.
Any other questions about food recipes? I'm really digging in the history. That's what I'm starting to do, is the life of how Walt Disney ate. There's a book that I met the author in November 2017. She did it, said Eat Like Walt. It's a beautiful book. We talked about that we want to do that. And at the Walt Disney Family Museum here in San Francisco, there's a section of foods that Walt liked, and Jell-O was another one. So I'm going to really dig in to see what he ate. I mean, we know he smoked like a train, and he did drink. So he wasn't the most perfect person. We're all flawed in so many ways. So Walt was not an exception, but he did want to be something and show that you can have family-friendly fun.
And with that book, you can also expect that we will be doing some food demos in the future of eating like Walt. His favorite food was chili. And it is served in Disneyland. I guess it's according to the recipe that he liked. So we will be doing recipes from research that we do so that you also can eat like Walt.
And we got a lot of cocktails from the cruise line, tropical drinks that Disney's put out. That's really fun.
For when we're adulting.
So, are we ready?
I think we're ready.
2:45 out there in the world here in California.
Okay, yeah, we have one other person who's joined us. We've got Saeed, who has joined us on the broadcast.
Saeed, thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here. Okay, so let's go ahead and give these cookies a try.
Okay.
I'll take one.
Oh.
Okay.
No, they're not that. They're just warm
They're
enough.
just warm enough.
So I'm going to come over and show you how cakey they look. So when you break them, they bend.
They don't snap. It just breaks apart because it's more pillowy, more baked, cakey-like.
They look like that. They're very delicious. They're very soft. Okay, now I'm going to hork it down. Cheers to 500 villagers.
To 500 villagers, everyone. Thank you for being a villager.
Mm.
Now I want white milk.
Nom, 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 nom.
Jim with More Sunshine Please is wondering if you've ever considered developing a vegan recipe with your Instant Pot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We do. I have requests at work for some vegan recipes. Yes, those will be coming. As a matter of fact, we'll be doing a chili in the fall that's strictly vegan.
Oh, and a hashtag check. Another one from Todd. Hashtag Doug is Vanna White.
Oh.
Okay, I can hork all these down, so just like Ratatouille. Don't hork it down.
It's that hint of dark chocolate. That's so nice.
They're perfectly sweet.
That hint of dark chocolate. I just love that.
Okay.
Okay, again,
These need to go away.
the recipe for this is available. Just send me an email to peppertreevilla@gmail.com, and as soon as I can, I will send out a PDF to anyone that requests the recipe. So there we go. That is the Jack chocolate chip cookie recipe.
Nom nom chocolate chip cookie recipe.
Jack nom nom chocolate chip cookies.
Vanilla chocolate chip cookie. So now we're gonna do the drawing.
Okay.
This is the thing. This is swag that Disneyland had.
Again, another piece of swag from Disneyland.
Main Street. I don't know if they
Main Street
sold
popcorn.
this in the Magic Kingdom, but it's just.
I'm
cute
sure
as
they
a
did. I'm sure this was available in Florida at Magic Kingdom.
I don't think I ate all the popcorn. I just wanted the 10. So this is, cool. When Disney can make merchandise, they really can make merchandise. So let's go in here. Okay.
Okay, we have the name.
We have the winner.
We took all the names of people that followed the instructions on the video that we did a couple weeks ago. And on Twitter and on Instagram, we put instructions of what to do to enter the contest. And the winner.
Patrick is including a drum roll on this, so thank you, Patrick.
Well,
we
thank
appreciate
you.
the drama.
Okay. And the winner, Pirate Princess Red.
Yay!
So Angela from, I believe it's Las Vegas, she has won the prize package that includes the glass mug.
And the Disneyland swag.
All the Disneyland swag and everything. So what I'll need to do is, I don't know that Pirate Princess Red is in the live stream today, but what we'll do is I will send her, I'll reach out, send her a direct message and let her know that she's won the contest. And I'll get a hold of her. But in the meantime, everyone, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate your time. And thank you so much for supporting us, being a villager. It just means so much to us. I cannot believe we're over 500 and we're approaching 1,000 already.
Yeah, it's
I
not
can't
too
believe
far.
it. It's wonderful. So exciting.
We'll get this recipe out. We'd like to see other people make it and see what your reaction is because it's a fun recipe.
Sherry at Sunset Travel. Awesome Sunsets Travel just joined.
Thank you.
Sherry, in case you didn't know what we're doing, we were baking cookies
In
in celebration of the 500 Villagers giveaway.
They're called Jack Num Num Vanilla Chocolate Chip Cookies. Say that 3 times. So that's instead of making cake or anything we made. Jack Num Num.
And again, I'll have that recipe ready for you. Just send an email to me at peppertreevilla@gmail.com, and I'll respond with a copy on a PDF of the recipe to you as soon as possible. So with that, I guess.
So we're seeing you in our kitchen. You see us in the office. You're going to see us throughout some of our other house.
Come later on the year. You'll see more of the house at that time, or the villa.
Yep. So
And
I got to cool him down.
Yeah,
He's
I
sweating like a
maybe I should
farm
go-
animal.
maybe you should go grab a swim in the pool next door.
Yeah. So again, thank you all for all your support and
Thank you
liking
so
us,
much,
share
everyone.
all this, and
And
you guys are all
remember,
amazing.
just remember this: life is too short to eat bad food. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Have
Goodbye.
a great day.